The cowboy anticipated a simple mail-order bride, until the woman who arrived left him speechless. The human shipyard floated quietly on the edge of the Sol system. It was hidden behind an asteroid belt, far from prying eyes. The structure was enormous, with long docking bays, cranes, and endless corridors. Inside, the air smelled of metal and oil. Sparks flew from welding machines, and the hum of engines was constant. But the thing that made this shipyard special was the ship at its center, the Horizon Spear. The Horizon Spear was unlike any ship the galaxy had ever seen. It was tall, wide, and long, shaped to slice through space like a knife. Its black and silver hull reflected starlight, and strange glowing lines ran along its surface. It was a human creation, designed to survive battles no one else could survive. Bay. Engineers and workers had spent years building it in secret. They worked day and night, knowing the Galactic Council had forbidden such a ship. Captain Jack Miller stood in the command hall, staring at the Horizon Spear through the large viewing window. His hands rested lightly on the metal railing, and his eyes were steady. He had short brown hair and tired green eyes. He was not the type to shout or act without thinking. He believed in planning, in patience, and in his crew. "She looks ready," said Lily Carter, the chief engineer, coming up beside him. She was small, but quick and clever, with dark hair tied back in a braid. "We finished the final power checks yesterday. The shields are holding, the engines are stable, and the weapon systems are online. All that remains is the jump drive test." Bah. Jack nodded. "Good, Pest. Make sure nothing is left unchecked."
"The Council might try to stop us at any moment."
Bah.
Lily smiled faintly. "We've been careful."
No one outside this shipyard knows what we're doing. This ship is ours alone, for humanity. Nobody else will see it coming. Bay! Jack turned and looked at the long hall leading to the docking bay. Workers moved quickly, welding and inspecting parts, carrying panels and adjusting machinery. The whole shipyard felt alive, buzzing with energy and purpose. Jack thought about the responsibility they all carried. The Horizon Spear was more than a ship. It was hope. Bah.
"If humans were ever attacked again, this ship might be the only thing that could save them." The crew assembled in the briefing room.
Along with Jack and Lily, there was Ryan Brooks, the pilot. Ryan had dark hair and a sharp smile, and he loved flying more than anything. He often joked that he was part of the ship already, so close he felt to its engines and controls. There was also Claire Bennett, the tactical officer. She had a serious face and clear blue eyes. Claire could read battles like a map, predicting enemy moves with strange accuracy. Finally, there was Noah Parker, a young science officer with messy blonde hair and a mind that never stopped thinking. He always asked questions, always wanted to test things, and always found answers that no one else thought about. Jack stood in front of them, his hands behind his back.
"We all know why we are here."
The Horizon Spear is forbidden by the Galactic Council. They do not want humans to build ships like this. They fear us, and maybe rightly so. But our goal is not war. Our goal is survival. Humanity has been underestimated for too long, and if we are pushed, we will fight back. But we will fight smart. We will fight together. Pay.
Ryan leaned back in his chair, grinning. "I say we test this baby in space."
Bah. Let's see what she can do. Not yet. The Council has eyes everywhere. We jumped too early, and they could send forces to stop us before we even leave the system. Jack nodded.
Lily is right. We move carefully.
But we will move. Humanity cannot hide forever, Best.
For the next few days, the crew and workers prepared for the launch. They tested every engine, every weapon, every shield.
They ran drills, checked communications, and practiced maneuvers. The Horizon Spear was more than ready. The ship's interior was massive. Corridors were wide, lined with control panels and screens. Crew quarters were simple but comfortable. The main bridge had seats for the captain and his officers, with a large holographic display that could show any part of space. The engineering deck was a maze of pipes and machinery, where Lily and her team monitored the power flow and the experimental weapons. One evening, Jack walked the halls alone. He passed the sleeping quarters where his crew rested, and the hum of the engines vibrated under his feet. He stopped at the viewing window and looked out at the stars. Humanity was small in the galaxy, tiny among the thousands of civilizations, but humans were clever and strong. They adapted. They survived, and now they had built something no one could ignore. Suddenly, alarms went off. Red lights flashed.
Jack sprinted to the bridge. Lily was already there, typing rapidly on a console.
Ryan and Claire were at their stations, eyes wide. Noah ran in, holding a data pad.
"Pew! Captain," Lily said, her voice tense. "We have an incoming transmission from the Galactic Council."
Jack's jaw tightened.
"Put it on the main screen."
A holographic figure appeared.
It was a council officer, an alien with long silver skin and bright yellow eyes. He looked stern, and his voice was cold.
"Psst. Humans," he said, "you have built a vessel in direct violation of the Intergalactic Shipbuilding Accord. The Horizon Spear is illegal. Cease all operations and dismantle the vessel immediately, or face sanctions and blockade." Jack took a deep breath. He knew this day would come. "We are not dismantling it."
If your council cannot understand that, then we will protect ourselves regardless. You are warned. The council will not tolerate defiance.
You are a threat, and threats will be eliminated.
The hologram blinked out.
Ryan slammed his fist on the table. "Well, they've officially lost their minds."
They can't just tell us to destroy our own ship.
Claire frowned. "We should stay calm. They cannot attack yet. The Horizon Spear is hidden."
If we move carefully, we can avoid them for now.
Bears. "Captain, I've been monitoring the outer systems. There's something unusual." Sensors picked up a fleet moving in the dark space beyond the Oort cloud.
They're not council ships.
They're something else. There's... Jack's eyes narrowed.
Show me!
The holographic map lit up, showing distant dots moving with speed.
This is too fast,
Noah said, "Brash. These are not normal ships. They're bad. Alive. Part organic, part machine. Their energy signatures are unlike anything we've seen." Lily's hands flew over the console.
You mean like a Varan fleet? Noah nodded. It's them.
"They're here." Jack clenched his fists. "The Varn were a legendary species in the galaxy." Bet.
They destroyed entire planets without warning. They absorbed energy from weapons, adapted to attacks, and wiped out civilizations faster than anyone could react.
"We cannot wait for the Council to act," Jack said.
If the Varn arrive before they send help, humanity will be gone.
We launch. Now. Psp. The crew jumped into action. Ryan ran to the cockpit checking the controls.
Claire pulled up tactical maps, calculating possible strategies. Lily activated the engines, feeling the ship hum with power.
Noah adjusted the sensors, feeding data to the bridge in real time. Jack stood at the command chair, looking at his crew. Remember, this ship is our strength, but our greatest strength is each other. We will fight together.
We will survive.
Desk.
Let's go! The Horizon Spear slid out of the docking bay.
The shipyard disappeared behind it, and the engines roared. Stars stretched into lines as the ship prepared to jump into deep space.
The ship moved with precision, every system working perfectly. Outside, the dark void of space waited.
The unknown, the danger, the Varn fleet, the galaxy itself watched humanity's forbidden weapon move forward. The Horizon Spear was more than a ship. It was a symbol that humans would never bow, never hide, and never accept being small in a galaxy full of giants. Jack took a deep breath. Hold steady, everyone. The real test begins now.
The stars shifted, the jump drive powered, and the Horizon Spear vanished from human space, moving toward a destiny no one could predict. The strongest human battleship ever built was finally awake, and the galaxy would soon take notice.
The Horizon Spear jumped out of human space into the darkness beyond the Oort cloud. Stars stretched into long lines, and the crew held their breath as the jump drive stabilized. For a moment, there was only silence inside the ship.
Jack Miller, sitting in the command chair, broke the quiet.
Status report, he said. Lily Carter's fingers flew over the console. Bay.
Engines are stable. Shields at full power.
Weapon systems are online. No damage detected from the jump. Ryan Brooks leaned forward, his hands gripping the flight controls. Sensors are picking up the Varn fleet ahead. They're closing fast. I can't tell exact numbers. But there are hundreds. Claire Bennett frowned, looking at the holographic map.
Hundreds? That's worse than I expected.
They're spread out, but moving as one. They adapt to every move we make. The moment we change speed or direction, they adjust. Noah Parker tapped his data pad. Captain, I've been running simulations. The Varn are not just ships. They're living machines. They repair themselves, absorb energy, and learn our attack patterns. We cannot fight them like we fight other fleets. Jack leaned back, thinking. We don't need to destroy all of them. We need to survive long enough to send a warning and protect the Sol system. Lily, can we boost our shields beyond normal levels? Lily's eyes lit up. I can try. It will drain the engines and weapons power if we hold it for too long, but yes, I can give us a temporary boost. Jack nodded.
Do it! Ryan, get us in a tactical position. Claire, help him with maneuvers.
Noah, I need real-time calculations on Varn movement patterns. Every second counts. The crew sprang into action. Ryan pushed the ship's engines to their limits, weaving the Horizon Spear through the void. Claire called out positions.
They're splitting into 3 groups. 2 are flanking us. 1 is heading straight for our jump exit.
Divert power to front shields, Jack ordered. Lily's fingers moved rapidly over the console.
The shield lines glowed brighter as power flowed into the front, covering the bow of the ship like a protective dome. The first Varn vessels appeared on the main screen.
They were black and metallic, with strange glowing veins running along their hulls. Each ship seemed alive, moving with thought rather than programming. When a Varn ship was hit, it twisted and repaired itself almost instantly.
Ryan pushed the horizon spear sideways, trying to avoid the closest wave.
They're fast. Faster than I expected. Claire pointed to the hologram.
Their energy absorption field is active. Any direct energy weapons will be partially absorbed.
Use kinetic weapons and drones instead.
Lily smiled grimly. Good. Kinetic lances it is.
They won't see it coming. Noah studied the data.
Captain, if we focus on disrupting the Varn formation instead of destroying individual ships, we can slow their advance. They can repair, but chaos slows them down. Bay. Jack nodded. Do it. Bay. Ryan, break their lines. Claire, guide him. Lily, load the kinetic lances. Noah, track their repair cycles. The Horizon Spear fired its first kinetic lances. Massive rods shot out from the ship, spinning through space at incredible speed. They hit the first wave of Varn vessels, piercing the hulls. The Varn twisted and writhed, but the strike slowed them.
Direct hits! Ryan shouted. They're adapting slower than I thought! Good, Jack said.
Keep it up. Don't waste energy on anything that won't count. Focus on disruption. The Varn regrouped, moving as if communicating instantly.
Jack realized they were smarter than any fleet he had ever faced. But humans had creativity.
Bah. Humans had unpredictability. Lily adjusted the ship's energy flow.
Boosting shields again. Weapons will drop slightly, but we can take their hits for a few more minutes. A Varn ship fired a strange pulse at the Horizon Spear.
The energy wave hit the shields, and the ship vibrated violently. Lights flickered, and alarms blared. Status, Jack demanded. Shields holding, Lily replied, though her voice was tense. But the pulse is draining our power. We cannot take another one like that. Claire leaned forward. Bet. They're testing us. They want to see how we respond. Use it. We can make them overextend. Jack considered for a moment. Then he nodded. Ryan! Full speed. We bait them. Base. Lily, hold the shields as long as possible. Claire, watch the flanks. Noah, calculate escape routes if this goes wrong. The Horizon Spear darted forward, cutting through the void. The Varn followed, absorbing energy pulses and adjusting their attack patterns. But Jack had planned this. The ship weaved through asteroids, around debris fields, and even near dead moons. The Varn had to follow, slowing down as they tried to avoid collisions. Ryan laughed, adrenaline pumping. They can't match our maneuverability in tight spaces. Good, Jack said. Use it. Keep them busy. Lily adjusted power again. Shields are at critical limits, but holding. Weapons reloaded. Bit.
Drones ready! The Horizon Spear released its autonomous drones.
Small, fast, and deadly, they flew in swarms.
Each drone carried a kinetic strike, colliding with the Varn vessels and causing minor damage.
The Varn twisted and repaired, but the constant strikes forced them into chaos. Noah studied the patterns.
Captain, if we push them into a tight formation near the asteroid field, we can trap a group of them and deal massive damage. They won't be able to adapt quickly enough.
Do it! Ryan,
Lead them there. Claire, coordinate with him.
The horizon spear danced through the asteroid field, with the Varn in pursuit.
Rocks and debris created natural barriers. Drones collided with the Varn ships, and the kinetic lances shot through gaps. One Varn vessel exploded, another was crippled, and the rest slowed down to avoid collisions.
Jack felt the weight of the battle pressing down.
The horizon spear was powerful, but it was only one ship against hundreds. But human ingenuity, teamwork, and unpredictability gave them an edge. "Captain," Lily said, "the front shields are failing. If they hit us again with another pulse, we could lose the bow." Jack looked at her. "Steady. Then we make this next move count."
Noah, feed me the most unstable part of the Varn formation. Ryan, get ready to fire the kinetic lances in a sweeping attack.
Claire, guide the drones for maximum coverage.
Noah's hands moved over the data pad. Here. Aim for this section. Bear.
It's overloaded with repair energy. Hit it fast and hard.
Ryan's hands flew over the controls. The horizon spear rolled and pitched, dodging pulses. The lances fired in a perfect sweep, striking multiple Varn ships at once. Explosions lit the dark void, as drones collided with enemies in perfect timing. The Varn twisted violently, unable to adapt fast enough. Jack felt hope. Humanity could survive this. They could fight against impossible odds. But the Varn were not finished. More vessels emerged from the darkness, even larger and more terrifying. Jack's chest tightened. The horizon spear could hold them off for a while, but not forever. "No time to think," Jack said. "We fight, we survive, and we send the warning. Humanity has to live." The battle raged for hours. The horizon spear dodged, fired, and weaved through the Varn fleet. Every crew member worked perfectly, instinct and skill combined. Piloting was precise. Lily's engineering genius kept the ship alive. Claire's tactical mind predicted moves, and Noah's calculations guided every strike. Finally, after a long and exhausting fight, the Varn began to retreat. Baskets. Many ships were damaged, and the swarm broke apart.
The horizon spear, battered but still alive, had won the first victory against the impossible enemy.
Jack exhaled, looking at the stars. "We survived, but this is only the beginning."
The galaxy will notice us now.
Lily wiped sweat from her forehead. We proved one thing.
Humans are not easy to destroy. Claire nodded, Burse. And they'll remember it. The Varn don't forget battles like this. Ryan grinned. "I told you this ship could fly." And fight. We've won today, but we need to learn from every move. They will come back stronger.
Jack stood tall, looking at the crew. "Then we will be ready."
Humanity may be small in the galaxy, but we are clever. We adapt. Psst. And we never give up. The horizon spear is just the beginning. And so are we. The horizon spear continued through the dark space, engines humming, shields glowing, and weapons ready. The first battle was over. But the war for survival, respect, and humanity's place in the galaxy had only begun, and somewhere in the dark the Varn watched, learning, waiting, and preparing for the next encounter. The horizon spear moved through space, engines humming, leaving behind the wreckage of the first Varn attack. The crew was exhausted, but no one rested yet. Jack Miller paced the bridge, thinking about what had happened. They had won, but the victory felt fragile. The Varn had retreated, but they would return. Lily Carter was at her console, monitoring the shields and engines. The ship took some damage, she said, her voice calm but firm. Nothing critical. We can repair it in a few hours if we conserve energy. Jack nodded. Good. But we can't stay here too long. The Varn are learning from us. Every second we stay in one place, we risk more attacks. Claire Bennett pointed at the holographic display.
Captain, we're receiving messages from other civilizations. They've seen what we did against the Varn.
Some are congratulating humans, but most, they are scared. They're calling the Horizon Spear a superweapon. Ryan Brooks leaned back in his chair, shaking his head. We weren't trying to be a superweapon. We were trying to survive. Jack sighed. I know.
But humans are unpredictable. The Council banned the Horizon Spear for a reason.
Most species don't understand human thinking.
They see a powerful ship and assume we want to conquer.
Noah Parker, who had been quiet, spoke up. Captain, I've been analyzing the incoming messages. The Council is forming a coalition. Alien species are talking about sending fleets to stop us. They don't care about the Varn. They only care about the Horizon Spear. But Jack's jaw tightened.
So they fear us more than the Varn?
It seems so. They think if humans have this ship, we might dominate the galaxy.
They don't see it the way we do.
Ryan gritted his teeth.
They're not going to stop us. We've survived a Varn fleet.
A few scared aliens won't change that. Jack nodded slowly.
We need to be careful. We can't fight everyone at once.
But we also can't hide. Humanity has to survive, and we cannot give up the Horizon Spear. Lily looked at him.
Captain, I can reinforce the shields and increase weapon output, but if the Coalition attacks, we'll need every advantage.
Bess, they will have numbers, and we cannot match them with raw power alone. Then we use our greatest strength. Humans are clever. Humans adapt. We'll fight smarter, not just harder. Noah, I want every piece of data on these alien fleets. How many ships, what kinds of weapons, how fast they move.
Claire, you work with Ryan on possible maneuvers. Lily, keep the Horizon Spear at full readiness.
Noah nodded, already typing rapidly. I can track fleet movements and predict their attack patterns. It won't be perfect, but it will give us an edge. Claire leaned over the hologram. The main problem is numbers. They have more ships than we have ever faced. Inspiration. Even with our tactics, we can't destroy them all.
Jack's eyes narrowed.
Then we do what we did with the Varn. We focus on disruption, confusion, and speed.
The Coalition is used to organized attacks. Humans do not follow predictable patterns.
Ryan smirked. Now we're talking.
Bet. I like the sound of that. For the next few hours, the crew worked tirelessly. Noah ran simulations, showing possible attack scenarios. Claire and Ryan practiced evasive maneuvers and ambushes. Lily ran power tests, making sure the ship could handle extended battles. Jack reviewed everything, planning how to survive against a far superior enemy. Finally, a signal came from the Galactic Council. Jack opened it on the main screen. The alien representative appeared, their silver skin gleaming. Humans! the voice said, cold and sharp.
You have defied the galaxy. The Horizon Spear is illegal.
We demand you surrender the ship. If you do not, the Coalition will destroy you.
Bay.
Jack leaned forward. We are not surrendering. The Horizon Spear is not a weapon of conquest. It is a weapon of survival. We will protect humanity, and we will survive. But if you attack us, know this. We will fight, and we will not give up.
The alien's eyes narrowed. You are reckless. Pay.
You will regret this. The hologram disappeared.
Claire shook her head. Captain, they're serious. This is not just a warning. They are forming fleets, and they will come after us. Bess. Jack's expression was calm, but determined. Let them come. Humans fight best when pushed to the edge. We will not hide. The Horizon Spear will survive, and humanity will survive with it. Noah pointed to the screen. Captain, there's movement in the dark space near the Zeta system. The Coalition fleets are gathering. But they've already begun to assemble.
Lily adjusted the console.
We need to move before they reach full strength. We can't wait for a coordinated attack. Pay. If they strike together, the Horizon Spear won't hold.
Prepare the ship for travel. Ryan, get ready to jump.
Prepare.
I want tactical routes prepared for maximum advantage. Noah, monitor Coalition movements continuously.
Lily, keep everything ready for battle at a moment's notice. The Horizon Spear slipped through space at high speed, moving toward a region near a dense asteroid field. Jack hoped the terrain would give them an advantage. The Coalition fleets were numerous and varied, filled with alien vessels of all sizes and weapons. Against them, the Horizon Spear was a single ship, powerful but outnumbered. As the ship approached the asteroid field, Ryan spoke. We can use the rocks to hide and funnel them into narrow passages.
They won't be able to bring full firepower to bear in this area.
Exactly. If we force them into a trap, we can damage their fleet without direct confrontation. It's risky, but it's our best chance.
Jack, watch the hologram carefully.
Remember, we fight to survive, not to destroy everything. The Coalition fears humans.
Let's use that. The Horizon Spear entered the asteroid field, moving smoothly between massive rocks and debris.
Ryan's hands flew over the controls, dodging large boulders while Claire guided him through the safest paths. Noah calculated the angles and velocities of each ship in real time, predicting how the Coalition would respond. Bear.
Suddenly, sensors detected the first wave of enemy ships. They appeared like dark shapes in the distance, moving slowly but steadily. The Horizon Spear was ready. Lily activated the defensive drones.
Bay. Small, fast, and armed with kinetic strikes, they launched into the asteroid field, weaving between rocks. Ryan maneuvered the Horizon Spear to stay behind cover while firing kinetic lances through gaps. The first wave collided with the drones and rocks, taking damage. The Horizon Spear fired concentrated blasts, piercing shields and disrupting formations. Great! The aliens were confused. They were used to coordinated fleets, but the humans moved unpredictably, striking from different angles and retreating behind cover. Jack smiled.
This is working.
Psst. Keep them off balance. Hours passed as the Horizon Spear fought through the Coalition's first waves. The crew worked tirelessly. Lily kept the ship's systems optimized. Claire and Ryan coordinated attacks and retreats. But Noah predicted every move and calculated counterattacks. Jack directed the overall strategy. never losing focus. Despite the exhaustion, the crew felt hope. They were outnumbered, but they had skill, creativity, and unity. The coalition could not match human unpredictability. Every wave of enemy ships slowed, scattered, and lost cohesion. Finally, a large fleet approached, led by a massive flagship. It was a dark, menacing ship with weapons that could obliterate planets. The coalition had brought its strongest vessel to crush the Horizon Spear.
Jack took a deep breath. This is it.
The final wave. If we survive this, we survive everything. We fight smart, we fight together, and we win. Ryan's hands tightened on the controls.
Let's give them a lesson they won't forget. Lily's fingers flew over the console. All systems ready.
Shields at maximum. Weapons loaded. Claire studied the holographic map. They'll try to force us out of the asteroid field. If they do, they'll expose themselves. We can hit them hard then. Noah nodded.
I have calculated the angles.
If we strike just right, we can damage the flagship and slow the rest of their fleet. Jack leaned back in his chair. Then we do it.
Humanity survives. The Horizon Sphere survives.
What? But let's show them why humans cannot be controlled. The Horizon Spear surged forward, dodging enemy fire, weaving between asteroids, and striking with precision. The Coalition flagship fired massive energy beams, but the Horizon Spear shields held. Drones swarmed, kinetic lances pierced, and human creativity turned the battle. The enemy flagship took damage, forcing the rest of the fleet to retreat. The Coalition was defeated, at least for now. The Horizon Spear had survived, and humanity had proven its strength again.
Jack looked at the crew.
We did it. But the galaxy knows our power now. They fear us. We cannot rest. Lily smiled tiredly. We survived because we worked together. Humans fight best when they trust each other. Claire nodded.
And when they fight smart.
We have a long road ahead, Captain. Ryan leaned back, exhausted but happy. I knew this ship could handle anything. We proved it! Noah looked thoughtful.
The galaxy is watching. Some will respect us.
Inspiration.
Others will fear us. We need to be ready for both.
Bed. Strad die. Jack stood tall, looking at the stars. Then we prepare.
Humanity has survived impossible odds before. We will do it again.
The Horizon Spear is not just a ship. It is hope, Bay. It is strength. And it is human ingenuity. The galaxy cannot ignore us. The Horizon Spear continued through space, engines humming, shields glowing, and weapons ready. The Coalition fleets were scattered, the enemy temporarily defeated. But Jack knew the galaxy would never accept humans so easily. They would be challenged, hunted, and tested. And somewhere in the dark, other species watched, whispering warnings and planning their next moves. Humanity was no longer small or unnoticed. The Horizon Spear had shown the galaxy that humans were clever, strong, and dangerous when pushed. Jack took a deep breath. We will survive.
And we will thrive! This is only the beginning.
The Horizon Spear moved forward, faster than any other ship in the galaxy. The next challenge awaited. The Horizon Spear moved steadily through space, its engines humming like a heartbeat. The crew was tired, but their spirits were high. They had survived the Varn fleet, and the Coalition's attacks. Humanity had proven its strength, but Jack Miller knew the galaxy was far from at peace.
Captain, Noah Parker said from the science station, I've been monitoring the galaxy.
Some species are congratulating us, but most, they are afraid. They see the horizon spear and think humans will take over everything. Jack nodded.
They are afraid because they do not understand us. They do not see why we fight.
They only see power. We need to show them our intent. Bow. Not through fear, but through words and actions.
Lily Carter adjusted the ship's systems.
Captain, the ship is ready for anything. Shields, engines, weapons, all at maximum capacity. Best. We can face another fleet if needed. But maybe it's time we send a message before they strike again.
Claire Bennett leaned over the tactical display.
The Council is still furious. They've sent envoys and warnings.
But if we broadcast directly to the galaxy, they cannot block our message. Everyone will hear us.
Jack sat back in his chair, thinking carefully. Then we do it.
We broadcast. Humanity will speak, not just fight.
Ryan, prepare the communication systems. Noah, compile all the data on the threats we faced and how we survived.
Bay.
Lily, ensure the broadcast reaches maximum range. Claire, help me coordinate the message.
This is more than strategy. It's our declaration. The crew worked quickly. Ryan calibrated the Horizon Spear's long-range transmitters, adjusting them to reach across multiple star systems. Noah compiled images, data, and videos showing the Varn attack and the Coalition fleet's retreat. Claire checked timing, ensuring the message would be clear, concise, and impossible to ignore. Lily ran system checks to make sure the ship could maintain the broadcast without interference. Finally, everything was ready. Jack took a deep breath. All right, everyone, this is humanity speaking. Not just me, not just our ship, Bay. Humanity itself. Let's make it clear we are not weak, and we are not afraid. He activated the transmitter. A bright, holographic display appeared in every ship, station, and communication channel within range.
Jack's voice came through, calm, firm, and full of conviction. Citizens of the galaxy, Jack began, humans have long been underestimated.
We are small, yes, but we are clever. We adapt. We survive. The Horizon Spear is not a weapon of conquest.
It is a weapon of defense, built to protect humanity from threats like the Varn and any who would destroy our home. We do not seek to dominate.
Bess, we do not seek war. But we will not bow, hide, or surrender our right to defend ourselves. He paused, letting the words sink in. We faced the Varn, a species that has destroyed countless civilizations. We survived where others failed. The Coalition fleets came against us out of fear. We survived them too. Humanity fights not with numbers alone, but with creativity, ingenuity, and courage. We are proof that even the smallest species can stand against impossible odds. Noah, monitoring reactions from across the galaxy, saw responses coming in instantly. Some civilizations sent messages of respect, acknowledging human courage. Others sent warnings, still fearful of what the Horizon Spear represented. Jack continued. We do not wish to rule the galaxy. We do not wish to destroy it. But we will survive.
We will protect our home, our people, and our future. We call on the galaxy to understand us, to respect us, and to work with us rather than fear us.
The Horizon Spear is humanity's strength, not its threat. We ask you to remember that. The message ended, leaving silence across space. The crew sat back, exhausted but proud. Did we make them listen? Ryan asked. Noah checked his datapad. Some listened.
Some will still fear us, but we are no longer small or unnoticed.
But the galaxy knows humans are dangerous when pushed, and clever too. Claire nodded.
Bet.
And that gives us leverage. They cannot attack us without consequences.
Bay.
The Horizon Spear has changed the balance.
Lily smiled faintly.
Hey, Captain, the ship is fully operational. Ready for anything.
We have survived every test so far. Humanity can survive anything else that comes.
Psst. Jack looked at his crew. This is just the beginning.
The galaxy will test us again. Some will respect humans, but some will fear us. But we will survive. Best.
And humanity will thrive. The Horizon Spear moves strategically through space.
Jack avoided unnecessary battles, but they were ready for any attack. Scouts reported alien fleets watching from a distance, hesitant to approach too closely. Humanity had become a force the galaxy could not ignore. Meanwhile, humans on Earth and in other colonies celebrated. The Horizon Spear became a symbol of hope.
People understood that humanity was no longer defenseless. Even though the Council and other species still feared the ship, they also respected what humans could achieve when pushed to the edge.
Jack spent hours on the bridge, looking out at the stars. The Varn threat was still real. Coalition forces might return, but the Horizon Spear had proven one undeniable fact. Humans were clever, adaptable, and unyielding. Noah came to the captain quietly. Captain, sensors show movement near the Varn home system. They are reorganizing. We may face them again. And stronger. Jack nodded slowly.
Then we prepare. We will not wait to be attacked.
Humans fight best when they are ready. We will watch, we will learn, and we will survive.
That is our promise.
Claire approached, studying the tactical screens.
Captain, I have been analyzing potential threats. Other species may form alliances to challenge us.
But they underestimate humans. They think power is only numbers. They do not understand our creativity, our teamwork, our unpredictability.
Jack smiled faintly.
Exactly. And that is why the Horizon Spear will always be more than just a ship.
Bay, it is human ingenuity. It is courage. Pank. It is the will to survive when all else fails. The crew settled into a routine, repairing the ship, running drills, and studying the stars. They knew more battles would come, but they also knew the Horizon Spear and its crew could handle them. Humanity had survived impossible odds before, and they would survive again. One quiet moment came when Jack walked to the observation deck. The stars stretched endlessly. He thought of the Earth, the colonies, the people who had never left their home systems but now depended on this ship for protection. He thought of the crew, their skill, their bravery, and their loyalty. Lily joined him silently. "You think they will ever accept us, Captain?" Jack shook his head slowly. Some will. Some will never accept humans."
But that is not the point. We do not need everyone to accept us.
Back. We only need to survive, and to prove that humans cannot be ignored. That is enough.
Lily nodded. "The Horizon Spear is more than a ship. Bay. It is hope." Jack looked out at the stars, his expression steady. Yes. And hope is stronger than fear. That is what humans have that no one else does. Fear cannot break us, Bay. Danger cannot stop us. The Horizon Spear is proof of that. Weeks passed, and the Horizon Spear continued through space, a silent guardian for humanity. The galaxy had seen what humans could do. The Varn might return, and alien coalitions might try again. But humanity had shown its strength. Messages arrived from other civilizations, some offering alliances, some merely observing. Bear. Jack read them carefully. He knew humans could not trust everyone, but they also could not ignore opportunities for understanding and cooperation. One day, Noah approached the captain. "Captain, I've analyzed the reactions." Percept. "The message we sent has caused changes. Some species are cautious. Bears. Some are curious. And some. They are afraid enough to stop aggression for now."
Jack nodded.
"That is exactly what we wanted. Humans are no longer small, ignored, or underestimated. But we have shown the galaxy that we survive, that we fight smart, and that we will not back down." Ryan laughed softly. "Not bad for a single ship against the galaxy, huh?" Jack smiled. "Not bad at all. But we must remain vigilant. The Horizon Spear is only the beginning. Humanity must continue to grow, adapt, and prepare for whatever comes next. This ship is a symbol of what humans can do when pushed to the edge, and the galaxy will remember that." Claire added,
"We may face more enemies, more threats, and more challenges. But as long as we have the Horizon Spear and as long as we have humans working together, we will survive."
That is our strength. Jack looked at his crew, proud and determined.
"Then we keep moving forward. We protect humanity."
We defend the Horizon Spear, and we show the galaxy that humans are clever, strong, and unyielding. Nothing can stop us when we fight together. The Horizon Spear glided through the stars, its engines shining, its shields glowing, its weapons ready.
Bass. Humanity's forbidden battleship had become a legend, a symbol of survival, strength, and hope. The galaxy had been warned. Humans would never be underestimated again. And somewhere beyond the stars, new challenges waited. But the Horizon Spear and its crew were ready. Yes, humanity had proven it could survive anything. And this was only the beginning. The ship moved onward, faster than any enemy, prepared for anything, a beacon of hope for humanity. The strongest human battleship ever built had awakened, and the galaxy would never forget it. Psst, 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 psst. Jack leaned back, looking out at the stars, calm and confident. "We will survive."
We will thrive, and humanity will never be forgotten.
The Horizon Spear sailed on, carrying humanity's courage, determination, and hope into the unknown. ready to face whatever the galaxy could throw at it.